Hey everybody, February 18th, this is an SSBTC Northeast and Crankymotorsports home base update. This is the 68 I picked up yesterday. I traded John Copetta my 66 Suburban for this guy. I said the motor at one point ran, but he thinks the intake valve is stuck open on it. Basically, I got it like that. Fenders are pretty straight. I got all the stuff for the motor. And has the side grill piece, which is great. Somebody had switched the clutch pedal to the right side, so I gotta work on that. But that one I think I might modify it a little bit, but I'm gonna pretty much try to keep it the way it is. I got a better hood for it, and the grill's broken, but it has the side piece. This is my Roper 16T, and this guy, I got the square fenders from a Roper for it, and I got a Roper nose cone I'm gonna put on this guy, so come springtime, I'm going to try to turn that one into an RT 16T, so it'll look more like the older style ones. I'm going to paint it red. And this is my 66 that I have. I picked this one up for $100 in December, and I'm going to keep this one. I might restore it. I might just leave it the way it is. Right now the motor doesn't run. I haven't been able to get spark on it. Even though it's a points motor, it's been a little finicky. So you can see I got the carburetor and stuff on the seat there, but it's 100% complete. It's 100% original. It has the side grill piece as well. It still has the original 66 motor in it. But I have that 66 motor right there, which I just pulled out of the one that I traded for John yesterday, and that motor runs. So I'm probably going to stick that one in this guy and see what I do with this one later. Then I have this is actually that ugly 71 Suburban 12 that I picked up, I don't know, sometime in November. Actually, it might have even been October, because I got it when I was still at my old house. So I've had this one for a while. Haven't really done anything with it, except I got it running on starting fluid, and I swapped the hood out for a 70 hood, which has a dent in it, but I'm going to try to straighten it out. I have some real nice side panels for it. So that one, I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do with that one yet either. That one might get a diesel, or it might stay the way it is with a Tecumseh in it. That motor did run really good, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. Then I got this 70 Suburban 12 that I got from Joe in Rhode Island. This one I might put a diesel in, or I might keep it a Tecumseh, I'm not sure. It's got some gnarly Cheng Shin ags on the back, and I think they're D-stones on the front. I like the way it looks, just that wide, narrow ags on the whole thing all the way around. That tractor's actually in pretty nice shape. The transmission's nice and quiet, it drives good. And the motor that's in that one runs good, but it runs lean, so I think I need to adjust the timing on it. I can't get the carburetor rich enough to make it run correctly. This is my sad-looking 68 Hydro. Right now the nose and the hood are just sitting on it. That's why it's all crooked on there. It's not bolted on or anything. Currently I have the 12.5 horse Briggs twin sitting in the frame. I'm still slightly undecided if I want to put a Briggs or stuff an Onan in that thing, because it would be kind of cool to have a 68 style or 69 style with an Onan in it on a Hydro. Jeffrey Katera is still trying to talk me into putting an Onan on that thing, and I think I'm actually going to put probably going to put the nose from this guy on it. So that hood and that grill will probably be going on it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put a Briggs in it or an Onan. But it's not going to have a Tecumseh. I'm not sure. I could stuff a 10 horse or a 5 horse diesel in it too if I wanted to. That was my original plan, but I'm still not sure. I guess I won't really know until I actually put it together. This is the $40 SS16 that I picked up 2 summers ago. Got it from a different guy in Rhode Island. It was his father's tractor. They bought it brand new. When I got it, the motor had been full of bird seed and stuff, so I took it all apart, cleaned it up, put new gaskets in it, decarboned it, got it running. That was my mowing machine last year. I haven't run it since October because I ran it out of gas and pushed it in here, and I haven't started it since. So at least the tank's dry and the carb's dry. This one has the Roper nose cone on it. This is actually going to go on the Roper. So I'm actually going to turn the Roper back into what would look like a normal stock one. This is the CB Special. Currently I have the motor pulled out of it. The motor on this thing ran great, but it smoked really, really, really bad. So I pulled it out. I ended up selling the ignition coil off of it, and I kept the carburetor because I needed it for another one. The motor fort's right here. That's actually going to be a donation to Katera Customs. So Jeffrey, come plow day, that's going to be your motor. It did run, it ran great. Like I said, it just smoked really bad. So put it all back together after I pulled the ignition off it, and that's going to be yours. This is my 67 Super 12, which is pretty much all original. You can tell the side grill piece, I repainted it because I was trying to find a color that was close to the original. That's not very close. But that's a 67 Super 12, and that thing runs phenomenally well. It's a points motor, and it just runs great. Every time I start it up, it runs good, and it always has. This is my SS18. Actually, it's got an SS16 nose cone on it because it was an unbroken nose cone I had. I haven't started that thing up probably since October either when I pulled it in here. I might have started it up once. I had the snowblower on it, but the PTO assembly that was on this tractor was in better shape than the one I had on my other tractor. So my GT18 with the cab on it currently has the other snowblower with the good PTO assembly from this guy. And I need to change the chain and the auger sprocket on this, so I haven't had time to do that yet. Obviously, my only Craftsman GT6000 with the loader on it, and to be honest, I dislike the tractor very much. So in the springtime, I'm going to try to transfer the loader onto one of my other Sears tractors and pull the motor out of this thing, because the Onan 20 horse that's in this thing, a P220G, runs absolutely awesome. So I'm going to keep that, put it on the shelf, or stuff it in something else, see if it'll fit in a Suburban, which it might. But that's my loader tractor. Behind that is an SS16 that I picked up from a guy up in New Hampshire this summer. That one is 100% complete, 100% original. The guy bought it brand new. He was in his late 70s, and I bought a couple other tractors off him. He had it for sale, so I had to buy that. I had to buy a Cub Cadet and a Sweepster to get this thing. But after all was said and done, I ended up paying about 200 bucks for this, and I got two 48-inch mower decks with it, both of which I'll probably be selling this year. That's my lawn roller, which is an original Sears one. Over here, you can see the D10S, which has the second hard cab I bought sitting up against it. I haven't put this thing on anything yet because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put it on yet, but it's going to go on something. But the D10S, I haven't started this thing up in a while. I had a plow on it, but the plow handle kept hitting the air cleaner, so I had to take it off because it was annoying me and I didn't want to scratch the air cleaner up too much. Then I have my 679, which has a 7-horse Yanmar diesel in it. And this actually being a 68 Suburban 12, so it's not a 69, it's not a 67. You can tell it's a 68 because it has the dimpled black footboards on it. So what I may end up doing with this is actually putting the correct nose on it, the 67, 68 Suburban 12 nose on it, not the Super 12 nose, and turn it back into a 67 just because I don't have any orange 67s right now. And since I redid this guy, the Super 12 Special last year, I have a mint 69 looking or 68 Super 12 Special looking tractor with this orange Super 12 style grill and the 67 dash and everything. So I had originally built this one because I didn't have one of those. Now that I built that one, this one's probably going to go back to a 67. I might clean it up a little bit. I might just leave it the way it is because I kind of like them a little bit crusty and rusty. But that thing runs good. My mower deck corner, I actually have 4 mower decks over there plus one on one of my tractors. So there's 2 48-inch decks and 2 42-inch decks in the corner, and then I have another 42-inch deck on my other tractor, and my rototiller and parts of a sickle bar mower and a cultivator over there in the corner. So that's the big room in my garage, and then I only have one tractor in the back over here, and that's the GT18. There's my hay wagon I never finished. But GT18's over here in the garage where I can actually get it out if I need to. And this is just a shell of a snowblower. But there's the GT18 with the cab on it. And this one, I think in the springtime, I am probably going to take the cab off of it, clean it up really good, and repaint a bunch of stuff on it. because I've had this one since I was a kid. I mean, this was the tractor I used growing up, so I really want it to look nice. I kind of want to put it back to original and probably just mow with it, because I've had the thing for so long. I don't want to destroy it. It does snow blow really well, but it's getting pretty beat up snow blowing, so I'd like to keep it nice. And then this is the new old stock snow dozer blade that I got a while back. Haven't put it on anything yet. Some 55-pound wheel weights I got that I haven't put on anything yet. But that's the update from the garage.